Welcome to World of Coins, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. We are diving into a remarkable piece of American numismatics, the 2000 Sacagawea Gold $1. This coin is far more than just currency, it's a symbol of history, artistry, and the enduring legacy of a Native American woman whose guidance and courage helped shape the Lewis and Clark expedition. Collectors, history enthusiasts, and coin lovers alike are drawn to this coin for its beauty, its historical significance, and the exciting potential for rare minting errors that make certain pieces highly sought after. Whether you are a novice collector or a seasoned numismatist, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar offers an extraordinary story in every detail. The Sacagawea dollar was first issued in 2000 to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar and to bring a fresh, meaningful design to the U.S. Mint's $1 coins. The obverse features the elegant portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who served as a guide and interpreter for Meriwether Lewis and William Clark during their historic journey across the western United States. She is depicted carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, on her back, symbolizing her resilience, strength, and crucial role in American history. The sculptor, Glenna Goodacker, created a design that captures both dignity and motion, highlighting the grace of Sacagawea and the tender connection between mother and child. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Liberty and, In God We Trust, along with the coin's year, 2000. Each detail, from her flowing hair to the folds of her clothing, demonstrates remarkable artistry and care, ensuring the coin is as visually appealing as it is historically meaningful. The reverse of the 2000 Sacagawea dollar features a soaring bald eagle in flight, designed by Thomas D. Rogers, Sr. The eagle symbolizes freedom, strength, and the enduring spirit of the United States. In its talons, the eagle clutches arrows and an olive branch, echoing themes of peace and readiness, while the inscriptions, United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $1 frame the image with clarity and precision. This combination of strong national symbolism and exquisite detail makes the Sacagawea dollar an iconic example of modern American coinage. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar was struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for proof and special collector sets. Millions were minted for circulation, but the coin's true appeal to collectors comes from the subtle varieties, proofs, and occasional minting errors that make some coins more valuable than others. Among the most fascinating aspects for collectors are the rare errors that sometimes occur during the minting process. These include double dies, which create duplicated lettering or design elements, off-center strikes, where the coin's image is misaligned, and planchet flaws, such as clipped edges or improper metal flow. Coins exhibiting these errors are highly prized because they are unique, difficult to find, and demonstrate the complexity of the minting process. Compositionally, the Sacagawea dollar is a gold-colored manganese-brass alloy, consisting of 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, and 2% nickel, giving the coin its distinct golden hue. The coin is clad over a pure copper core, combining durability with visual appeal. Special proof and collector's edition coins were also struck in .999 fine gold, adding an additional layer of rarity and investment potential. These gold versions, often part of limited mint sets, are particularly valuable to collectors who seek both aesthetic beauty and precious metal content in their collection. Grading plays a crucial role in evaluating the coin's value. Using the Sheldon scale, coins are rated from poor, 1 to mint state, 70, based on strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. Circulated 2000 Sacagawea dollars are relatively common, but uncirculated coins, proof coins, or coins with rare minting anomalies are much harder to find. Even subtle differences in toning, luster, or minor imperfections can significantly impact the grade, making careful handling, storage, and authentication essential for serious collectors. The historical significance of the 2000 Sacagawea dollar enhances its appeal. Sacagawea's contribution to American history was monumental. She guided explorers through unfamiliar territories, negotiated with native tribes, and helped ensure the success of one of the most important expeditions in U.S. history. Owning a coin that bears her image allows collectors to connect with this pivotal chapter in the nation's story, transforming an ordinary dollar into a tangible piece of history. Some rare varieties of the 2000 Sacagawea dollar include highly detailed proof coins, coins with enhanced die sharpness, or coins exhibiting unique toning patterns. The San Francisco Mint struck special collector versions with mirror-like finishes and cameo effects, capturing every detail of Sacagawea's portrait and the eagle's feathers. These proof coins are particularly desirable, often commanding higher prices due to their limited mintage and exceptional craftsmanship. Even circulated coins can hold collectible value when they display exceptional strike quality, minimal wear, or attractive coloration. Collectors often aim to build complete sets, including examples from each mint and incorporating both circulation and proof coins. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar is considered a cornerstone of any modern U.S. coin collection because of its historical importance, visual appeal, and potential for rare errors. Proper preservation is essential to maintain the coin's collectible and monetary value. Coins should be stored in protective holders, capsules, or albums to prevent scratches, corrosion, or environmental damage. Handling coins with gloves or on soft surfaces can help maintain their pristine condition. Well-preserved coins often appreciate over time, particularly rare proof coins or coins with documented errors, making them both historically and financially valuable. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar represents a perfect blend of artistry, history, and collector appeal. Its tribute to a pioneering woman, connection to a defining period in American history, and potential for minting anomalies make it an exciting and rewarding coin to study and collect. Each coin tells a story of courage, exploration, and national pride, making it a treasure for enthusiasts of all kinds. For collectors, minor variations, toning, or minting errors can dramatically increase desirability. Coins with double dies, misaligned strikes, or exceptional finishes often command a premium at auction. Serious collectors carefully examine each coin, comparing it to reference materials to identify rare specimens, adding an element of treasure hunting and excitement to the hobby. Currently, a standard 2000 Sacagawea dollar in uncirculated condition is valued at $5 in the real market, while proof coins or those with rare minting errors can fetch up to $75 at auction. If you own a 2000 Sacagawea dollar, leave a comment below so we can explore its rarity, condition, and market value together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more engaging coin content and like the video to support our growing community of collectors. Top 2. Imagine pulling out a shiny gold dollar coin with 1841 stamped under William Henry Harrison's name. For a moment, it feels like you're holding a piece of 19th century history. Harrison, America's 9th president, was inaugurated in 1841 and gave the shortest presidency ever, just 31 days. That date on the coin looks compelling and historic, but that's where the illusion begins. Here's the crucial piece. William Henry Harrison dollar coins were not struck in 1841, instead, his image appears on presidential $1 coins released much later, in 2009. These are modern clad coins, not made of gold. The alloy is Nordic gold style, it's a mixture of copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel. Harrison's official presidential dollar carries 1841 to mark the year of his presidency, not the year of minting. So what about those eBay listings? Yes, you may find coins labeled 1841 William Henry Harrison Gold $1 on auction sites. But these are almost certainly novelty tokens or mislabeled modern presidential dollars, not genuine 19th century gold coins. In fact, Reddit users and collectors have confirmed that many such listings are mistaken, and the actual Harrison dollar in that style is worth only its face value, unless it's a certified error or special finish. Let's talk collecting appeal, though. Here's what makes the real Harrison presidential dollar interesting to numismatists: the design. Joseph Mena sculpted Harrison's portrait on the obverse, Don Everhart designed the reverse, Liberty enlightening the world, with Lady Liberty and her torch. Minting errors. Some genuine Harrison dollars have been certified with missing or partial edge lettering, because these presidential coins have edge inscriptions, E pluribus unum, date, mint mark, and sometimes they were struck poorly. Finish varieties, proof coins and special satin finish coins exist, and examples in top condition, MS graded, can command a premium among collectors. The actual 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar isn't super rare. For most circulated or uncirculated business strike coins, the value is fairly modest. But when you find a certified error, like missing edge lettering, or a high-grade proof, that's where serious collectors see value. Here's the bottom line: that gold 1841 Harrison dollar you've seen, almost certainly not real, likely a novelty or misidentified modern coin. Real Harrison dollars with 1841 are presidential $1 coins from 2009, gold-colored but not made of real gold. Possible value comes from errors, proofs, or collector condition coins, not from any 19th century gold content. Currently, a genuine Harrison presidential dollar in nice uncirculated condition is generally worth around its face value, $1, unless it's a rare error or proof. Some error or proof examples have sold for dozens of dollars, depending on their grade and rarity. Top 3. We dive deep into a coin that many people ask about, the so-called gold $1 Zachary Taylor 1849-1850. It sounds legendary, a golden tribute to America's 12th president, struck in the very years he served. But here's the real story, and why it's a fascinating piece. Even if it's not exactly what some listings claim. Zachary Taylor, old rough and ready, was a military hero before he became president, and he served a short term from 1849 to 1850. That's the date often shown on the inscriptions of a coin, but that coin wasn't struck in the 19th century. It's part of the presidential $1 coin program, and was minted in 2009, not 1849-1850. The U.S. Mint's own site confirms the issue year as 2009. On the obverse, you'll see Taylor's portrait, his name, the inscription, 12th President, and the years, 1849-1850, but that doesn't mean the coin was struck in those years. The reverse features the Statue of Liberty, a design by Don Everhart. Composition-wise, the 2009 Taylor dollar is not made of gold. It's composed of 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, and 2% nickel. That gives it a gold-colored look, but it's not a gold coin in the precious metal sense. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, P. mint mark, and Denver, D., and there is also a proof version struck in San Francisco. Because of this, most of these coins are relatively common, but they still have collectible appeal for several reasons. 1. Edge lettering. One of the signature features of the presidential dollars is the edge inscription. For the Taylor coin, the edge reads, 2009, E pluribus unum, and the mint mark. 2. Errors and varieties. Like other modern coins, there are known error versions. Missing or partially struck edge lettering is observed. These are especially interesting to collectors, because they create rare and unique pieces from what would otherwise be a common circulation coin. 3. Collector and proof versions. Proof coins have a mirror-like field and frosted devices, adding aesthetic value. There are also limited first day of issue covers from the U.S. Mint. Historically, the 2009 Taylor dollar is important because it celebrates a president who died shortly after taking office. Taylor's legacy is one of military heroism and national service. His inclusion in the presidential $1 program helps educate collectors about his life and presidency. In terms of value, common 2009 Zachary Taylor dollars, uncirculated business strike, typically trade for around $1 to a few dollars above face value, depending on condition. Proof or special finish versions, especially with errors, can go higher. Bottom line for coin lovers: there is no genuine gold dollar coin with Zachary Taylor 1849-1850 struck in the mid-1800s. Modern listings that claim this are likely mislabeling the 2009 presidential dollar. The real 2009 Taylor dollar is gold-colored, not gold, and is composed of a copper-based alloy. Its value lies in collectible condition, proof versions, and error coins, not in gold melt value. If you see a gold Zachary Taylor 1849 to 1850 coin, be very cautious, ask for certification or authentication. Top 4. Imagine holding a coin that whispers the story of early America, a coin that connects you directly to one of the founding fathers, a man whose decisions shaped the nation. Today, we're exploring a coin that captures the spirit of James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, whose presidency from 1809 to 1817 oversaw pivotal moments in American history, including the War of 1812 and the solidifying of the U.S. Constitution's authority. Many collectors are fascinated by coins that carry a sense of history, and the so-called gold $1 James Madison coin is one of the most intriguing pieces to examine, even if, like many of its contemporaries in modern collections, its story is as much about perception as reality. When we talk about a James Madison gold $1 coin with dates 1809 to 1817, the first thing collectors should know is that the U.S. Mint did not strike any gold $1 coins featuring Madison during his presidency. What exists in circulation today is a product of the presidential $1 coin program, launched in the 2000s, which honored all U.S. presidents in order. These coins commemorate James Madison and include the years of his presidency on the obverse, 1809 to 1817, giving collectors a tangible way to hold history in their hands. The coin itself, often called gold due to its bright golden color, is composed of a copper alloy with manganese, zinc, and nickel, giving it a distinct yellow-gold hue while not containing any actual gold. The appeal of the James Madison presidential dollar goes far beyond the metal composition. Look closely at the obverse design, sculpted by an acclaimed numismatist. Madison's portrait is engraved with remarkable detail, capturing his intellect, determination, and the weight of leadership. Surrounding his image are his name, the presidential order, fourth president, and the years of his term, a reminder of the pivotal era in which he led the young nation. On the reverse, as with all presidential dollars, the Statue of Liberty shines in its eternal vigilance, symbolizing the liberty Madison fought to preserve. Collectors are particularly interested in several features. First, edge lettering is a hallmark of the presidential dollars, and the James Madison coin carries inscriptions along the edge, the year of minting, the motto E pluribus unum, and the mint mark. Some coins have been produced with minor errors, such as incomplete or partially struck edge lettering, making those particular pieces more valuable to error collectors. These anomalies transform an otherwise common coin into a rare treasure, sought after in numismatic circles. The mintage numbers are important. While the Madison presidential dollar is generally not rare, millions were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Certain proof versions, especially those struck at San Francisco, are less common and highly desirable. Proof coins feature a mirror-like field and frosted devices, creating a striking visual contrast that appeals to collectors who prize aesthetics as much as historical significance. Even more fascinating are the special edition issues. The U.S. Mint offered James Madison coins in collector sets, including uncirculated and proof sets, sometimes with enhanced finishes that elevate their appeal. Limited production and high-grade condition can make these coins command a premium at auctions or in private sales. Errors in these sets, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, can elevate a coin's value substantially, sometimes reaching into the hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and collector demand. Now, why is a coin like this interesting to collectors beyond its look and mintage? James Madison is not just a name in American history, he is widely recognized as the father of the Constitution. Holding a coin that bears his portrait and presidential dates is, for many, a symbolic connection to the founding of American governance. Coins like this one act as miniature history books, teaching us about the men who shaped our nation while also satisfying the innate human desire to own a piece of the past. Errors and varieties in Madison dollars are particularly enticing. In the numismatic world, slight variations can drastically affect a coin's value. For example, missing edge lettering, die cracks, or unique toning can transform a common dollar into a prized collectible. Collectors often search high and low for these anomalies, consulting price guides, auction results, and grading services to determine value. These subtle differences encourage careful observation, enhancing the collector's engagement and making the coin hunt a rewarding intellectual exercise as well as a hobby. In terms of market pricing, standard uncirculated James Madison presidential dollars generally trade around $1 to a few dollars above face value, reflecting their accessibility. Proof coins in pristine condition, especially those graded by professional services, can command a higher price, reflecting both rarity and collector demand. Coins with notable errors or exceptional toning sometimes reach prices that are surprisingly high, making careful inspection and authentication crucial. Collectors also enjoy the story behind how these coins were released. The presidential $1 coin program aimed to honor every U.S. president in sequence, creating a collectible series that educates while it entertains. Madison's coin is one in this long line, connecting enthusiasts to an ongoing narrative that combines history, art, and numismatics. This continuity is part of what makes collecting presidential dollars so compelling. Each coin is a chapter, and collectors get to assemble the entire story. From a practical standpoint, James Madison presidential dollars are easy to acquire, often available through local coin shops, online marketplaces, or directly from the U.S. Mint's past offerings. For beginner collectors, these coins provide an accessible entry point into numismatics, while still offering depth and complexity for experienced collectors who hunt for proofs, errors, and high-grade examples. To truly appreciate the Madison dollar, one should consider both its historical significance and its numismatic qualities. This coin is a bridge between the past and the present, a tangible object that embodies both the presidency of James Madison and the modern efforts of the U.S. Mint to honor American history. Observing the fine details of the portrait, the edge inscriptions, and the reverse Liberty design encourages collectors to learn, appreciate, and perhaps even teach others about the legacy behind the coin. In conclusion, the so-called gold $1 James Madison 1809 to 1817 coin is a fascinating collectible. While not an actual gold coin from the early 19th century, it remains an important piece of the presidential $1 series. Its allure lies in its design, historical context, edge inscriptions, proof versions, and the occasional minting errors that elevate certain coins into rarities. For collectors, this coin is more than a dollar. It is a bridge to the past, a study in artistry and minting precision, and a piece of history they can hold in their hands. The current real market price and auction value for a James Madison presidential dollar generally ranges from $1 in circulated condition to around $20 for high-grade proof or error coins, depending on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment, and make sure to like the video to support our content. Top 5. We take a journey into the fascinating world of United States coinage, exploring a piece that carries the legacy of America's sixth president, the so-called gold $1 John Quincy Adams coin, 1825 to 1829. At first glance, the idea of holding a coin minted during Adams' presidency in your hand is thrilling. It evokes images of the early 19th century, a time when America was still defining itself, balancing its young democracy with growing political, economic, and social challenges. For coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike, this coin is a symbol of connection, linking the present directly to a formative era in our nation's history. However, before we dive into the excitement, it's essential to clarify a key point. The United States Mint did not strike any gold $1 coins during John Quincy Adams' presidency in 1825 to 1829. The first official gold dollars in the U.S. were minted in 1849, over 2 decades after Adams left office. So, what exists today as a John Quincy Adams gold $1 1825 to 1829 is most likely a modern commemorative issue or an artistic tribute from the presidential $1 coin program or other modern private mintings. These coins carry Adams' image and the dates of his presidency on the obverse, designed to honor his life and legacy, but they are not 19th century circulation coins. Despite this, the coin holds immense appeal to collectors, not for its age, but for its historical significance, its artistic design, and the careful minting that makes it a striking collectible. John Quincy Adams was a remarkable figure in American history, a diplomat, senator, Secretary of State, and the sixth President of the United States. He was the son of John Adams, the second president, and was deeply committed to the ideals of Republican government. Holding a coin with his portrait and presidential dates feels like holding a piece of that legacy, a tangible connection to a man who helped shape the early republic. The obverse of the coin features a meticulously crafted portrait of Adams, capturing both his intellectual demeanor and his resolute character. His name, presidential order, and the years of his term, 1825 to 1829, frame the portrait. Even though the coin itself is modern, the craftsmanship evokes the style and elegance of historical numismatic design. The reverse often features symbolic imagery, such as the Statue of Liberty, a national seal, or other emblematic motifs chosen to reflect American ideals. For collectors, these designs are not merely decorative, they are historical storytelling, encapsulating the principles that Adams himself championed. One of the most intriguing aspects for collectors is the composition and finish of the coin. Many of these modern commemorative or gold-colored coins are made from copper, manganese, nickel, and zinc alloys, giving them a rich golden hue without being made of solid gold. Some special editions, however, are struck in actual gold by private mints or in U.S. Mint special collector sets, adding a layer of prestige and value. Proof versions, with their mirror-like fields and frosted devices, are especially prized. These coins reflect light beautifully, highlighting the fine details of Adams' portrait and the surrounding inscriptions. Collectors often seek these proofs as display pieces or investment-grade collectibles. Errors and varieties add another dimension of interest. In the numismatic world, mistakes made during the striking process can create coins of immense rarity. For instance, a misaligned strike, missing edge lettering, or double die impressions can transform a coin from a common collector item into a unique treasure. Even minor tonal variations can enhance desirability, as collectors love coins with character and visual distinction. For the John Quincy Adams coin, examples with unusual toning, minting anomalies, or limited mintage are especially valuable, making careful observation and authentication essential. Collectors also value the historical context of this coin. John Quincy Adams' presidency coincided with significant events in American history, including internal political struggles, foreign policy challenges, and early infrastructure development. Each time a collector examines this coin, they are reminded of the complex period in which Adams governed, a time when the nation was expanding, both geographically and politically. The coin becomes more than metal, it is a story, a teaching tool, and a symbol of national identity. For those who love to share history, displaying the coin and discussing Adams' achievements adds layers of educational and sentimental value. From a market perspective, the value of these coins depends on several factors: composition, condition, minting process, and rarity. Standard modern commemorative John Quincy Adams gold-colored coins typically sell at a small premium above face value. Proof versions, specially struck collector editions, or coins made of actual gold by private mints can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins with documented mint errors, unusual varieties, or exceptional toning often command the highest prices at auction, appealing to both numismatists and investors looking for unique pieces. Another appealing factor is the collectability within a series. The John Quincy Adams coin is part of the presidential $1 coin program series, which honored all U.S. presidents in order. Collectors who pursue the full series find joy in assembling the set, comparing designs, finishes, and mint marks, and studying the unique historical contexts of each president. Within this narrative, Adams' coin holds special significance due to his diplomatic accomplishments and his legacy as a founding father's son who maintained his own distinguished career. Owning this coin means participating in a larger story, connecting one's personal collection to the evolving history of the presidency and the nation. The coin is also a conversation starter. Show it to friends, family, or fellow collectors, and it sparks discussions about presidential history, early 19th century politics, and the evolution of coinage in America. Each detail, from the portrait to the inscriptions, invites curiosity. Collectors find that the more they study these coins, the more they appreciate the artistry, precision, and care that went into their creation. For many, this appreciation evolves into a lifelong hobby, combining history, art, and investment in a way few other collectibles can. In conclusion, the John Quincy Adams gold $1 coin, 1825 to 1829, is much more than a commemorative piece. It is a bridge between eras, connecting modern collectors to a pivotal figure in early American history. Its value lies not only in the potential for monetary appreciation but in its educational, aesthetic, and historical significance. It is a coin that invites study, admiration, and conversation, appealing to both novice and experienced collectors alike. the current real market price and auction value for a John Quincy Adams presidential dollar or commemorative issue generally ranges from $1 in circulated condition to several $100s for proof, special editions, or gold-plated versions with limited mintage, depending on rarity and collector interest. Comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment, and make sure to like the video to support our content.